Hey guys, welcome back to the MLG GameOn Invitational. We're starting today with Group B.
What a hell of a group it is.
Yeah, what a hell of a group. To quote Katz earlier, I think he said this is probably the most exciting group that we have of the four groups that are going to be playing in this tournament. Just a refresher, the MLG GameOn Invitational is a 16-man invitational. We had 8 players who were drafted over from WCS, 4 more that received super special invites, and 4 more that were invited in by you, the community. And then we got 4 groups. We played Group 1 yesterday. Who won in Group 1? Do you remember who advanced out?
Yep. In first place advanced Kane by defeating Huck 2-0, and then me in the winners match 2-0. And the second player was actually Puck. He fell down to the losers bracket early on because he had to face me. But then he defeated Huck 2-1 in the losers match, and then came back to defeat me 2-0.
Heartbreaking for Katz, unfortunately.
Heartbreaking for me.
Katz and Huck, the two true American heroes.
I decided I wanted to cast more.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's admirable that you would put your own tournament life behind you.
Indeed. I mean,
and walk away towards the life of a caster.
I figured if I just keep going, I'm gonna go to the finals, and I won't be able to.
Yeah, and then I would be solo casting alone all the time and whatnot.
Wouldn't be great.
Do this headphone is true. Okay. What?
Yeah.
Okay, so
$5,000.
$5,000. Holy
on
crap! Really? $5,000?
$5,000 on the line.
Who put that money up? Who would be nice enough to just throw $5,000 at an enemy?
Of course.
MLG.
Yeah.
There you go. Thanks, MLG.
Thanks, MLG.
Everybody should throw a tweet at them, or just chat in their chat room.
Just chat in their
chat room. Anyway, let's jump into. Wow, we're jumping into the games. Our first 2 players who are playing against each other are going to be Neeb and State. How do you feel about this matchup?
It's a pretty exciting match. A lot of people don't know of Neeb. He does play a lot. I saw a couple of Reddit comments that was like, "Oh, he's like not active and stuff." Neeb's actually pretty active, and he's one of the better Terrans in North America. He often uses a lot of barcodes, but he's one of the best. Recently picked up by the Fnatic Academy, and I'm not sure if there's actually anyone in the Fnatic main team or if everyone's in the academy, just so that you know.
That would be a good question for Rob.
Rob,
is there anybody on the Fnatic team that's not in the academy? Well, we're really sorry today, Fnatic. We hope we haven't insulted your team, but I can't think of anybody.
Yeah, I think most people are in the academy.
But that's good. That means they're only drafting the best of the best, so that when there are people on the Fnatic StarCraft 2 team, you know that they earn their place there, right?
There were Oz, Alive. You know, they ended up going to EG, I guess, after. Yeah. Anyways, Neeb recently drafted to the Fnatic Academy, which is one hell of a team. It's Fnatic. It's basically Fnatic, right?
Sure.
And State from Root Gaming, living in Korea right now, so might have to deal with some lag issues, but we'll see.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think we're ready to go.
Yep. And just a few stats here that I'm gonna.
You're supposed to organically bring them up, not just like I'm gonna read off the stats.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, so we gotta find ways to weasel them in.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Looks like we're about to jump into game 1 here of State versus Neeb. The first map is going to be Frost. How do you feel about Frost and PvT? So I don't know about you, but I have a lot of experience in the PvT matchup. I actually, when I played my Protoss account, I ran into quite a few Terrans. In case you're wondering where all of the Terrans are, because it's really hard to find Terrans on ladder. All of them are actually around that Silver to Plat League. There's a lot of them.
Well, I think that the way it works, at least for North America, there's a lot of really good Terrans. Say there's Neeb, there's
definitely
Massa, there's Major.
Oh yeah, that's a ton. And yeah,
there's QXC.
Yeah,
there's Illusion. Okay, here's the issue. There's like maybe more good Terrans. There's Sonic. There's players that are not as
Sonic.
well known.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, the thing is there aren't many in between Terrans in North America. Either they're at the top or at the bottom, and
so you're saying you're either unheard of or you're at the top, like Sonic and QXC.
I guess what I'm trying to say is I match up against a lot of Terrans on NA, but I can understand why you or Maximus Black perhaps don't.
Oh, okay, I see.
So yeah,
because we don't hit the top tier,
right?
Like Illusion.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, getting away from Katz's jaded aggression for whatever reason towards Maximus Black. I'm not sure where that came from. We have in the top left corner. Are we too late to like introduce him? We're already a minute and a half into the game.
Of course not.
Okay, then let's go ahead. In the top left corner, we have the yellow Terran player, Neeb.
Yep, from Fnatic.
From the Fnatic Academy.
Very good looking Fnatic Academy logo. Actually, the Fnatic logo almost reminds me of like the first symbol thingy. Looks a lot like the first symbol thingy that you would use to spell cats in Korean.
Oh.
Yeah, because I know how to spell cats in Korean now.
Wow.
Like write it. Yeah, I've incorporated it into my signature.
That's really nice.
So next time you see me at an event, my signature is actually pretty big.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Do you dress up in cosplay as like the K-pop idols and whatnot too? Because I noticed that you like to sing the music.
Yeah, once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy that.
That'd be really cool.
Mhm.
Can we talk about the lower left player?
Yeah, of course. In the lower left-hand side, we have from Root Gaming, the purple Protoss, Root State, living currently or training with Prime, living in Korea. Very, very strong player, one of the best Protoss players in North America without a doubt.
Maybe.
Best team in North America without a doubt.
Maybe the best North American Protoss player?
It's possible. Up there with maybe Hawk, Minigun. I mean, there's a few more. There's quite a few good players.
Okay.
Protoss players.
Want to be cool?
Wanna be cool. Maximus Black.
Okay. Well, what do we got going on here today? Can we talk about the builds?
Reaper.
Reaper.
So
Wow,
he
that's
wants to
pretty good.
scout. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty decent map. If you're gonna do something like this, I suppose there's a lot of. Actually, I was thinking of Yonsu. I'm not sure about this map. I guess there is still a lot of room to jump in.
Sure.
And he's gonna go in and scout. This Reaper's mostly just to scout. He is not. Can you open the production tab real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. So he's not producing additional Reapers, and yeah, this is just mainly a scout. He's not gonna try to do any damage. He just wants to, keep it around for as long as possible while expanding behind it.
Sure thing. What do you think about the 2 gas opening? The 2 probes in each gas. I'm sure that means something pretty important, right? He had 2 probes in each gas for a while. Oh, he's up to 3 now. Taking those 2 gases before the expansion, is that pretty normal in PvT or?
I wouldn't really know. PvT is definitely not my specialty, so I'll be learning as I cast it.
Okay, that's good. I feel like
What do you think?
I feel like that we're gonna see like some tech stuff,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you get from 2 early
probably
gases? Wow.
probably not like probably
That's
not like
actually-
Mass Zealot, but maybe like Charge Lot,
Yeah.
with like some Templar, maybe. Maybe one of the Oracle things, probably.
It's
Do you think,
possible. I mean,
Terran?
the
Those seem pretty
Stargate's not anywhere. I don't see a proxy pylon either.
True.
So we're definitely not gonna see a proxy Stargate. And the Reaper's actually gonna be great for denying the probe from moving out on the map. So in some ways, I suppose the Reaper is a great anti-proxy, isn't it?
That's kind of true, but I think usually with Protoss Proxy, don't they use that early probe they send out, the scouting probe, maybe?
Well, do you see a probe out on the map?
Not anymore. He lost it at the
To what?
something in the Terran base.
Could it have been the Reaper?
I think it committed Sudoku outside the base.
Possibly. It's possible. Sudoku is not the word you're looking for.
I think it is actually. I'm pretty sure it's Sudoku. Where you the knife and you do like the cuts and the 9, 3, 1,
Sudoku
5.
is the thing where you fill in the little charts. You have from 1 to 9. That's
No, I
Sudoku.
don't think so. Why don't you stick to
no.
writing Korean and I'll stick to the Chinese heritage, okay? Can
Rob.
we, go back.
Sudoku.
Can
Clear
we
this
watch
for
the
us.
look? There's stuff going across the map.
Oh wow.
Don't worry about it, Rob. We got Marines coming. How do we feel about these Marines? I think that with the Protoss going for the tech-heavy build, we might be in a little bit of trouble here, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, look, I was right. Never mind.
There's Nexus Cannon. So
That's true. The Nexus
yeah.
cannon is pretty important. Might be able to kill a sentry. Maybe
Oh.
a probe.
No,
No,
he's
he's
just
not
trying to
even-
force out the Nexus Cannon.
Sure.
And this might be a sign of aggression later on.
Sure.
He doesn't want that Mothership Core to have its full energy. And just, moving out of the map, perhaps forcing in a couple additional warpins, but he doesn't really want to try to do anything.
I watched some WCS Europe once, and I heard them talk about this. When the Protoss gets the ground armor, that means charge lot. Is that true?
Well, I would say so with the Twilight Council going down. It's quite possible we'll be seeing Charge Lot.
Because Marines are the kind of units that do damage,
right.
Let's talk about upgrades.
Let's
Okay?
talk about it.
So-
let's talk about
Yeah,
it.
when you think about like what would you upgrade against a Marine, right? Would you get some attack? Or would you get some defense? Well, now
Well, let me think. Let's see. Marines have pretty low HP, so it's probably gonna take the same number of attacks from almost every Protoss unit that already shoots pretty strong to kill them.
probably,
So
or maybe like an
attack is not
extra
as-
attack. It might help a little bit. Wow, he got the mothership core.
Yeah,
Get wrecked.
that's big.
Wrecked. Wow, and 1-2 sentries and the mothership core. That was pretty. That was really cost efficient.
He did lose all map control with that though.
Yeah, but a few Marines.
So-
but I mean, for the
Yeah, but this might open up a possibility for State to go expand right now, or just continue maybe upgrading a little bit safer. He doesn't need any additional weapons for a while,
sure.
so that's cool. And yeah, then there's the armor.
The
right?
armor. Now Marines do a little bit of damage, but a lot, right?
Yeah, they do a little bit of damage, but a lot.
So like they do it a lot.
Right,
A lot, right?
right.
But
They-
a little bit, a lot, right?
Exactly.
As opposed to Protoss, which is like a lot, a little bit.
Exactly. Marines shoot really fast, and that's where all of their DPS comes from. But their actual damage per shot is pretty low. So armor is actually going to be great for Protoss, and it's definitely the most important upgrade in Protoss versus Terran. Whereas in, for example, Protoss versus Protoss, you want the attack because your stuff already
Definitely.
is already pretty tanky.
Definitely.
Your stuff's already pretty powerful.
They
and,
drop
past
going on
past
back
a
here.
certain number, I believe it's 14 attack or 12 attack, that you get an additional attack per upgrade.
Gotcha.
So
There was a little drop that went on back here. Wasn't able to do very much damage. State throwing out that one cannon to stop, hopefully, some future aggression. Neeb dropped his units out here. A lot of the times you see Terrans will drop their units out of combat when they've done a drop. The reason why they do that is to heal up a little bit with the medevacs.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, lost a unit for free there. A little bit sloppy. Might get that zealot. Oh my goodness, he does not get that zealot.
Yeah, Storm on the way. Does he? I don't think he has charge lots, does he?
Oh, he got the charge lads.
Uh-oh.
I feel like we're gonna see a third here.
I'm feeling like there might be a third on the way.
I'm thinking that.
I'm feeling it.
I'm thinking that. Take a look at the income. The income is pretty even. Favors the Terran a little bit.
Yeah,
He
plus
does have
meals.
that third. Actually, I'm sorry. Can I take that back? The income is actually favoring the Terran pretty heavily. He's had this third running for quite a while, and this third just started for the Protoss.
Yeah, and there's meals, and he's ahead on workers as well.
Definitely.
Neeb doesn't want to throw his advantage.
Oh,
right now. He
the
definitely has one.
Backs could have been amazing, but they don't happen.
Yep. Can we go back to production tab?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Anything for you, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think? Okay, so maybe we should actually. You want to talk about the game a little bit?
Sure.
Let's talk about the game a little bit. I don't know what's going on here. The Neeb seems pretty far ahead. I mean, he had that third runner for quite a while. The Protoss third was pretty delayed. I think he could have moved out and taken it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would like to see Neeb transition out into the later game, and we see that he's going for a Ghost Academy right now.
Mhm.
Plus the armory to continue with his upgrades. State is ahead in upgrades, I believe. Could you double check, Steven?
You know what? I can double check State. We got the 2 defense upgrades here. For Neeb, we've got 0
Plus 1
defense,
attack.
1 attack. Yep.
Yeah, Neeb's about to. So Neeb is gonna have plus 1/1 when State has 1/2. It's not that huge of a difference actually, and Neeb with the armory on the way is gonna continue to upgrade as well. So ghosts are gonna come in when ghosts come into play. This is gonna be a battle of AMP and Storm. But oh my God, the storms are beautiful.
Perfect time warp. Good storms to follow it up. Not able to kill any more than 1 medevac, but he did kill almost all the bio on the ground.
Yeah, all the bio on the ground is gone, and now
That was just Neeb kind of falling asleep there, I think.
yeah, State leaps a good 15 supply ahead.
Yep.
So
I
is he gonna-
think it would be better for State to maybe pressure here instead of chasing those around. Maybe.
I mean, I agree. I guess he isn't sure of how many units got back into those medevacs.
Maybe.
So he might be scared of those medevacs dropping back at his third and going for it. Neeb already with Ghost though. That's gonna help a lot. Producing 2 medevacs at a time as well.
Sure.
State not transition into Colossus at all.
Pretty awkward. I don't know. Do you think? I feel like State needs to be doing something. Maybe. Neeb is just kind of taking a third. He's got his 4th on the way. He's gonna lift that and float it somewhere.
Yep, the Colossus then is coming up.
Colossus Den.
Yep.
Got State kind of moving out. He seems really
Oh
scared.
wow, that's so many gateways.
That is a lot of
the
gateways.
amount of gateways is
And even 3 more on the way. Wow.
holy. So what's that gonna put him up to, Steven?
A freaking high number, I think. Let's go ahead and click and find out. Wow, looks like 10 to me.
Yep, it looks like 10 to me. So 10 gateways. They're all clumped up, so I guess they look like a few more. Fourth, CC going down for. Oh, this is cute. Those all have Templars in it.
Warp Prism
What's
coming
in?
in.
Two
Two
Templars,
Templars and
two
two
Zealots.
Zealots.
So
The
we're gonna see
storms
some
here.
storms. Is
Gonna
Neeb
see
paying
some
attention?
storms.
Oh,
That was okay.
could have been better, I guess.
Got 4 workers.
Yeah, 4 workers, not very much, but the cells are actually cleaning up the rest. The cells might have done more damage than the storms just because of how weak those SUVs
Oh
were.
wait,
Great target
we
fire
were looking
in
at the
this
wrong
thing as well.
number. I don't know how many he killed. He killed a lot of workers
Yeah,
there.
probably a lot.
Probably a lot more than 4 cats. I'm not sure what you were looking at there.
Yeah, because that looks like 19 to me.
I see 19 there. 20.
If I had to put a number to the workers killed right
got
now, it would
stuff
be
going on
20.
at the
Oh
front,
my
too.
god!
The EMPs.
Oh, great storms! Nice
Good,
flank!
great storms.
Oh, coming from that warp prism out of nowhere.
Oh my goodness, and he's going to be able to reinforce pretty easily. Look at all these warp gates. But the
Neeb
warp
taking
prism
out the
is
warp
gonna take
prism,
down.
very smart, but that's not actually going to cost State anything except the warp ins.
Storms were
So-
too good.
I mean, that was a little bit of a bait even for State. If you think about that warp prism going down, it was great. It was great for State because it forced Neeb to stay in the fight longer. State sure loses a little bit of cooldown time, but that's about it. Those units actually don't cost them any money.
I actually don't think you lose any cooldown time. If you cancel a warp, and they can instantly rewarp.
Are you real?
Yeah, how about that?
That's broken.
That's pretty broken. So when a Protoss is proxy warping into your base, if you kill the pylon, he can instantly warp in another area.
Wow. So
Rob from production confirms.
confirms. Wow, Protoss is more broken than I thought.
Yeah, pretty messed up, huh?
Indeed.
So making that bait by State even better.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So Neeb State lost more units than he needed to. State didn't lose anything but a warp prism. And State, we thought he was a little bit. Oh my god, the storms this game are
too
just
much. Lots of medevacs
pretty
though. Lots of
brutal.
medevac energy.
They're also pretty weak, and
So here is a question for all you Terran players out there, because I don't actually know. Why don't you repair your medevacs more often?
yeah, why don't you do that?
It seems
Well,
like Terran are really scared of repairing stuff. If I had repair, I would repair my units a lot.
would you?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you have transfuse.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I keep my
It's
macro
actually
pretty
gonna be GG.
G. I don't know why.
What a game!
Why did he leave?
Well, he was there.
He has 142 supply.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
He had 4 bases. Rob from production.
Three
You want
on the way.
Rob from production.
Can you explain?
So anyway, maybe he didn't have the money to repair the medevacs, and he figured that probably not gonna be a.
I feel like we're definitely missing something. If it was,
I mean, he had a 142 supply, 4 bases. I mean, Protoss is pretty
he
lame.
was 10 supply behind. He had
I would probably
3-3
leave
on the way.
against Protoss in that
he
scenario.
was one base. He was one base ahead. Right?
Yeah, he had. Well, I don't think he was 1 base ahead, but they weren't even.
Here's the tricky thing. I'm sure we're missing something. Because I really disliked it when
He did see the Colossus.
yeah he did see the Colossus, so
did
that's
see the
an excellent
Colossus.
point. But you know, whenever casters criticized Idris so heavily for leaving early games, like early in the game, sometimes I was like, yeah, you know, I was pretty over. Here, I wish I could give you a reason, but I don't think.
When
I
I
don't
see
think
Colossus as a Zerg player, sometimes I just I mean, a famous streamer once said, "Colossus and High Templar. Does Protoss really need? Does Protoss really need both of those? You know?
Yeah,
So
and yeah, it seems like Neeb would agree. But yeah, why don't we ask him? Why don't we ask him?
Neeb why?
Let's
I feel like
ask
we
him.
shouldn't
You
interfere.
should.
I feel like that's something.
That's-
Maybe
you're
Rotterdam
right.
would
Maybe
do that.
after
the series we
after
can
the
ask.
series
Okay.
we can ask him.
So the players are going to take a break for a second.
Because I'm sure there's a good reason.
I'm sure there is. We're going to cut for a quick 3-minute break, and as soon as we come back,
You
check out
the stream.
You were supposed to say MLG, and then I would say
MLG.
Yeah, let's start again. Let's start again. Okay, you
Come back.
to
Check
out
the
MLG
GameOn
Invitational
in
stream
3 minutes.
in 3 minutes.
Stream. Great.